Hey guys, thanks for tuning back in Michigan Great Outdoors. You know, it's been a while. It's been a while since we've been in the barn. It's been a while since we've been out here to do a product review. Probably almost 3 months actually, because it's been deer season. I've been out hunting hard, trying to kill a big buck. Hasn't been going too well for me this year, but I have some exciting gear this year to show you guys. Obviously, the Pocket Arm. It's a very popular product this year for self-filmers. And a lot of guys, when they get this Pocket Arm, they want to do that unboxing video. They want to immediately, unbox it, make a review, first impression type video. And I thought about doing that, but then I kind of thought I wanted to do something a little bit maybe different. So I actually waited till now it's, the day after Christmas, and I got this on October 12th, I think. I've been hunting with it all season. I've probably put over 30 sits in the tree with this Pocket Arm. And I wanted to make a video to kind of show you guys what I thought about it. So I have been using it for a long time now, and before we get too far into the actual specs or anything like that, I just want to say that this thing was legit. I'm very skeptical of products when they come out. I was very skeptical of the way this mounts to the tree. I'm like, there's no way that that's going to be rock solid. I was skeptical about the DeQuistos. They made a video and they were in looked like they were in a dungeon, like a weight room or something, and they were hanging steel plates off of the end of it. And I thought, well, they didn't show it being mounted. Maybe they did something. I don't know. But I was 100% wrong, and this thing is literally legit. When you mount this, I don't know how it works so good. Just the way that this, set screw drives these two little tiny prongs into the tree. But this thing is rock solid. I mean, it just doesn't move. And when I first got this and I pulled it out of the package, I was like, man, I don't know about that. That just seems sketchy to me, but it freaking is legit. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, for a camera arm to kind of come out and change the game, as I would say. And this is a game changer. I mean, an absolute game changer. This is a $250 arm. Now, I have the cheapest head you can put on here. It's a Rudeo's B2 ball head. This is 26 bucks on Amazon. And I just did that because I didn't want to spend any more money last year. I was just, dumping money into the season, and I didn't want to spend any more money, so I bought this cheap one. I'm definitely going to upgrade it. I actually have something on order that I'm going to check out here pretty soon. But, I mean, it works for the most part. It's not bad. It's not a Monferrato Be Free. But, I mean, it works, and I usually don't use this camera on the Pocket Arm. I'm usually using the camera I'm filming with, but I just wanted to have a camera on here to kind of show you guys. So you can control the tension on the ball head here. This just holds it on. But, this camera arm, it costs 250 bucks from Lone Wolf Custom Gear. It weighs 1.6 pounds out of the box, and this ball head here is 0.76 pounds. So really, I'm under 2.5 pounds for a complete setup with the strap, ready to hunt. So for me, mobile hunting, this is just amazing. It's an amazing product. I take it on every hunt that I go on. I put it right here. I got a Badlands Pursuit pack. It goes right in this pocket here with the ball head. I don't have to take anything off. The camera I put in the main pocket, but that's it. And this thing is freaking legit. It's just unbelievable how nice it is for how simple it is. It's made from billet aluminum. It's cut, I think it's water jet cut, and then they have some sort of a milling process to make it really nice and smooth, really defined edges, almost sharp edges. And we'll get into that later. We'll talk about the strap and some modifications you have to do. It's rather simple to set up. I'll show you guys how to do that. One of the other nice features about it is this pack hook, which I actually hang my quiver on. I really like this pack hook. My quiver goes on there every hunt. I usually want my bag hanging up a little bit higher, out of the way a little bit more, and the quiver is just perfect for hanging my quiver. So it's very smooth, very, it articulates fine. It's just a really good camera arm. I don't think there's another camera arm on the market that is so full of features and it's all one piece. I mean, every other camera arm has, you got a mounting bracket you got to put on, and then you got to slide in your camera arm, and you got all these pieces you got to put together. For instance, this camera arm I have, this is the Hunting Beast camera arm. I was running this now for almost 2 years, and you know, this thing is massive. It's heavy. It's like 6 pounds. It works great. I still use it. I still like it. I think it works really good, but I mean, the size difference between these two is just unbelievable. So when you're setting up this camera arm, it's very simple to level because there's a ball level on here, and it actually works really well. When I first kind of opened it up and looked at it, I'm like, I probably won't need that. But in reality, it works great. And when you get that ball level just right, it's perfect. And I have noticed that if it's off, it will, you know, if you have my heavy camera on here, my Sony, it'll start to, you know, sometimes it'll even move itself a little bit because you got that thing on an angle, and that gravity will take over. So this set screw here is very easy to use. It's got a nice rubber coating. So when you got gloves on, it's very easy to find, very easy to use in the dark. Most of the time I'm setting this up in the dark. I do a lot of hanging hunts in the morning. And I tell you what, I can set this thing up in the dark with no lights, with no problem. I might take my cell phone and just shine the ball level right before I get ready to tighten this on. But once you do it a few times in the dark, you can, it's just, you know, like riding a bike. As far as the camera arm goes, you have a lot of capability as far as your panning and your ability to catch game. There's a 28-inch total reach on this camera arm, so you can really, you know, get it out there if need be. People talk about bounce sometimes. Yes, there's a little bit of bounce. But if you're smooth and you're slow, you'll be just fine. You know, for me, to have this complete package and the way it is, if there's a little bit of bounce in there, it's not the end of the world for me. I'm not a professional channel. You know, I want to make the best videos I can, but at the end of the day, if I can use something that's super compact, super mobile, very light, easy to set up, that's what I want. If you are very slow and very deliberate, there's not hardly any bounce. And really, if the deer's up close, you're not going to see that bounce. Maybe if you're fully zoomed out, you might get that really bouncy appearance. But so generally, I will have, you know, if a deer's coming in, I'll bend this side in. I'll have it close to the tree like this, where I can use it. If the deer comes behind me, I'll wrap it around this way so I can shoot. All right, so the bottom line on this camera, $250 plus, I don't know, 15, 16 bucks in shipping. Is it worth it? I think it is worth it. I highly recommend it. I would tell anybody that was interested in buying one of these for self-filming, mobile hunting, to get one. I think it's worth the money. I think it's stupid that you have to modify this button here yourself. So this is their Versa button. It's, you know, one-piece milled. And because of these radiuses on these edges are just so darn sharp, it will end up cutting your strap. So you actually have to go in here, and some guys will use a file. I use a Dremel tools because it was faster. It probably doesn't look as nice. I'm not super, you know, worried about how my stuff looks. I'm sure I could have done a much nicer job sanding these edges down, but, you know, I just wanted to do it quick and be done with it. But like I said, I think it's totally stupid that you have to do something like that to a $250 arm. And you have to do it to the stands that they have as well. I'm sure Lone Wolf Custom Gear is going to address this. They seem like they're very intuitive as to what their customers are looking for. They have a great forum for getting feedback. So I'm sure, you know, I would expect to see something change here in the future. But it is kind of annoying. But at the end of the day, it's not the, like, end of the world. It's just, you know, it's kind of stupid. But supposedly this hook here, if you hang your bag on this, it's supposed to add some extra weight, which will drive this in further, which would make this even more solid. I don't feel the need to do that. I like to hang my pack, either I'll hang it up higher, or sometimes I'll actually hang it down lower. Just depends on the situation. But I like to put my quiver on there, and then in gun season, I haven't been hanging anything on it, to be honest with you. So usually when I get in the tree, I hang my pack up first, and then this comes out of the pack. So this is already hung up. So obviously it's called the pocket arm for a reason. You can put it in your pocket. Now I don't know if you can put it in your pocket when you put that big Manfrotto Be Free fluid head on there. I don't know if you can, if you use a Benro, I think it's Benro it's called. I don't know if it'll go on there. But with the ball head, it fits right here in the pocket. So pull it out, it's ready to go on the tree. When I'm done packing up at the end of a hunt, I usually just wrap the strap around like here, and then it's just right back in the bag. I mean, for me, my system, the way I hunt, it's absolutely perfect. That's why I don't want to go to the big fluid head, because then I lose that ability, because I'm pretty sure it won't fit in that pocket. So I'm actually getting another ball head, a little bit better quality one to try to see if it'll be a little better than that Rudios. Alright, so I'm just going to show you guys really quick how to set this up. You get your strap around the tree, you want to take all your slack out. So what I like to do is I like to get it set where I think it's going to go good on a nice flush surface. I don't like to be in between like a wavy bark or something. Sometimes I'll even kind of use this to chip away a little bit of the bark so you get more into the heart of the tree. But once you get it kind of straight, then you want to go ahead and push down on this. So you want to pull down, put tension in here, and then I usually do it like this. Start getting it lined up, looking at your ball level. And you're good to go. When you're done hunting, I grab it like this, just fold it back in. Undo your cam strap, turn it to the side so you can take your loop off, and you're good to go. I highly recommend when you get this camera arm is that you file these edges down anywhere where that loop strap is going to touch this, because it will cut your strap. Same thing down here. If you're hanging your backpack off of this hook, you want to file this down, because it's going to cut up your backpack strap and then you're going to be screwed. So it is annoying that you have to do that on a $250 piece of equipment, but it is what it is. The set screw is really nice. Hopefully they made this out of high grade metal so it lasts a long time. It's got a really nice rubber comfortable grip and a nice pointy tip there so it buries into the tree really nice. I always start it about right here when I go to put it on the tree. You can see the little tree teeth here that dig into the tree. You can see there's like no wear on here, and I've used this thing for like 30 sits already. Every once in a while you will have to tighten these up. That's pretty standard. Over time these will loosen up a little bit. So I think I've tightened this one once, and maybe this one just like, I don't even know, like 1/8 of a turn. That's all you need. And that's it. I mean, look at it, fits in both hands. It's tiny. I honestly feel like this thing is built to last. It's all billet aluminum, so it's probably going to last a lifetime as long as you take care of it. It almost looks like I need to tighten this one up here. It looks a little loose, so I might have to give that a little bit of a tighten, but that's it. Alright guys, thanks for tuning into this week's episode of the Pocket Arm Lone Wolf Custom Gear. Highly recommend this product. I think it is probably the #1 camera arm on the market for the mobile hunter. Not to say there might be better options for people that are, hunting out of stationary stands, or maybe for professional outfits that have a camera guy, but for mobile hunting, for what I like to do, this is the cream of the crop. I love this camera arm. I use it in conjunction with my Beast camera arm together, and this one does see the woods more though. I do grab this one first. Like I said, I'm going to look to upgrade this ball head to get something a little bit better, but I want to keep that low profile. I really like having something small so it fits in my pocket of my backpack. And yeah, I mean, that's it. Thanks for tuning in this week. I appreciate all the subscribers, all the people watching the videos. Get outside and do something. And yeah, we're not done hunting yet, so we're still got a couple hunting videos coming at you. Hopefully we can get on a deer. I need some more meat. The meat freezer, which is right there behind me, is it's not as full as I'd like it. I got to fill it up a little more. So, thanks for tuning in this week, and we'll see you next time. Peace.